just walking around campus and we wanted to bring more awareness about gender equality around the world. So, gender inequality around the world, the definition is how the value of women are seen as opposed to men. So, in a lot of countries, women are seen of lower value than men. So, that brings a lot of different effects to women in less developed countries. For example, sex trafficking. If a woman is seen as a lower value than a man, then they're more potential to fall into sex trafficking. They're also more potential to be in honor killings because of the strict rules on how women should act because they want to box them. They're more likely to also have maternal death because it's not a priority to people. And they also have the lack of education, and they also don't have health care, and they're also more likely to be forced into early marriage. So we're just out here and we want to bring more awareness about the different effects of gender inequality around the world. Okay, so we just want to talk to you about a global issue. One of the global issues is gender equality, and gender equality is defined as when women are seen as lower value than men. So gender equality has a lot of effects. One of the effects is sex trafficking, especially in less developed countries, because women aren't paid as much attention to. They're more potential to fall into it, especially because they're not valued as a person, but they're just seen as an object. So that's why they're more potential to fall into sex trafficking. Another thing that they're more potential to fall into is honor killings, because, well, these killings are if you don't fit into this box that they're trying to put you in, like in the behavior wise or like something like that. They'll do honor killings, which is like kill you because because you dishonor the family. So women are more potential to fall into that again because they're not paid attention to as much, and they're also more potential to die from giving birth because that is not a priority, and they lack access to education, healthcare, and they're more potential to fall into early marriage. Also, they're more potential to be circumcised, which is so gender inequality has a lot of effects, and these are just some of them.
Hi, Yvette. Do you know anything about gender equality?
Yeah.
Could you define to me what gender inequality is to you?
When a gender gets treated differently from another gender.
So in the less developed countries, this is like such a big issue. There are many effects there's many effects of this perspective. Do you know about any of them?
Yeah. Women don't get the same education or work opportunities.
And how do you think this has affected those countries and those women specifically?
Well, they stay undeveloped.
Do you know about any other effects, like for example, rape? Because women are seen lower as than men, they are more potential to fall into rape, or they're more potential to suffer from maternal death because they're not put as a priority. What do you think about that?
Well, it sucks because women get treated so poorly, and they shouldn't.
And what do you think we could do, sustainable solutions that we can implement?
We can help third world countries develop better.
Hi, do you know anything about gender equality?
Yeah.
Could you define to me what gender inequality is to you?
Well, it would be specifically treating one sex different than the other just because they're a different sex.
Do you know what the causes or the effects are because of this? Or
I
why
think
this is happening?
The cause of gender inequality would be just society throughout the years. Men have always acted and said that they were superior, so over time that's become our social mentality. So normally now in our society it's not like it used to be before. Women used to be owned by men, but then they got rights, and then the suffragettes, they fought for women's suffrage, and they got more parental rights that also helped with that. So now we don't have as many sex boundaries between the two sexes. So I think sooner or later there won't be as much as there is. Like now there isn't, but sooner or later it'll be like a line between where there won't be any like inequality.
Do you know about any effects of gender inequality in less developed countries?
Well, in less developed countries, there's times where women aren't educated about certain birth controls, so they have a lot of children, which results in like unprotected sex, and plus they don't know how to take care of themselves. So there's a lot of like deaths in like babies. So the morality rate goes down, and there's not as many babies surviving. And the thing with women not getting the same opportunity with education, they're not informed that they can do more than just staying at home having kids. And a good thing about women having an education is that it also helps our like the economies around the world, whether it's here in the United States where we're like technically we're civil, or if it's in a third world country where they're not necessarily civilized or whatever.
What do you think is like
Hey, did you Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I seen it. It's very
Really cool, yeah. You go out and see it. There's a song on there called One Woman. They're basically good and interesting to hear about.
So what is it about?
Trying to fight for their rights and trying to become equal with. There's a bunch of pictures.
du même endroit?
I can hear you, Jerry, but I've got nothing on the night.
I hold up half the sky.
In kindergarten,
I hold up half the sky.
wakes up. She makes a choice in Hanoi, Natal, Ramallah. In Tangier, she takes a breath, lifts up her voice. In Lahore, La Paz, Kampala, though she's half a world away. Something in me wants to say